Hi, I'm Dave Casullo, CEO of Daneli Partners, and this is Daneli Dose number 25 of Tips for Tuesday. Today, seeing through the eyes of impact. Some years ago, while conducting a leadership summit for Dow Chemical in Kenya, I was introduced to Jeff Koinange, former CNN correspondent turned author. He wrote the book Through My African Eyes. His stories over a cigar were compelling, not so much for the events themselves. He recounts reporting from conflict zones, covering crises, and navigating deep human pain, always with an unflinching gaze. But most fascinating to me was the theme he consistently returned to, and that is the power of seeing the hidden story behind the headlines. I've carried that with me in my work in Central New York, especially in the nonprofit sector. Because too often, what's urgent isn't what's seen, but what's unseen. Here are 4 tips inspired by Jeff and his story that I believe can sharpen leadership in Central New York nonprofits. Tip number 1, don't settle for the surface story. What's visible is often just the symptom. Real problems live beneath the trauma and the broken systems and the invisible needs. Jeff describes how in a war zone, the real story isn't always the explosion. It's the quiet place of loss and the families displaced and the hope that persists. In Central New York, understanding the unseen, homelessness, mental health issues, generational poverty, it moves us beyond quick fixes. The point? Lead by seeking what's hidden, not just what's easy to see. Tip number 2, report with integrity and measure what matters. As a journalist, Jeff knew that numbers and stories must align. If your metrics don't tell the human story, you're likely misleading. In his book, he criticizes biased reporting that panders to the lowest instincts. It may have actually cost him his job at CNN. Here, nonprofits must guard against metrics that flatter, but don't serve real lives or tell the real story. The point? Let your impact metrics tell the truth that people need to see. Tip number 3, walk where the pain is so you can lead to healing. Jeff often traveled into the heart of suffering, and he avoided reporting from the outside. That proximity, well, gave him perspective and moral authority. Don't avoid the pain. Embrace it. And tip number 4, hope surfaces when someone sees you. In Koinange's stories, people in crisis often endure because someone recognized their story. That simple fact fuels dignity and possibility, ensuring folks feel known, not just processed, part of what sustains momentum. In nonprofits, leadership is as much about seeing people in their element as it is about serving systems. Final challenge. Begin with your eyes. In your next meeting, your next visit, your next board discussion, ask, what am I not seeing? Whose story is being left out? See harder. Lead clearer. Offer hope. Not only in words, but in being seen. Contact us at DaneliPartners.com or me at dcasullo@DaneliPartners.com. And I'll see you next week.